Okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Yeah, we're all good. All right, everybody, let's get started. Attention, salute. All right, we're gonna start by interlock fingers, roll your wrist, roll one ankle. I'm gonna change the direction, roll the other way. I'm gonna switch to feet, press on the ankles, press on the fingers, roll the other ankle. Reverse, switch hands. Place the hands on your knees, roll the knees in and out. Reverse, roll the other way. Place the feet together, roll together. Reverse, roll the other way. Step out. Roll your waist, your hips. Change direction, roll the other way. Coming back to the center, roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Roll your arms forward. Roll the arms backwards. Relax the arms, turn the waist 2 times to the left, 2 times to the right. Elbows back twice, palms up twice. Relax the arms, roll your head. Change direction, roll the other way. Relax the neck, shake it out. We're gonna step out, reach down, grab your right foot. It's gonna hold for a few seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna step out, nice long lunge to the right side, drop through the hips, ready, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Come back up. We're gonna switch other side, grab the toe, pull back those toes, push out that heel, flex the quads, stretch through the hamstrings, ready, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Come back up, nice long lunge, drop down, ready, 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10. Come back up. All right. We're going to start with our feet together. We're going to work some Qigong, some breathing exercises. Follow along, do the best you can. As always, breathe in through your nose, exhale out through the mouth. Breathe in. As you breathe out, sink into the legs. We're going to step out with our right foot. Bring the hands up. You're going to let your hands come down the center line as you exhale out. Try to increase the volume of oxygen you intake. You're going to turn the palms out, stretch through your shoulders, your back. Pull your shoulder blades back. Lengthen the rib cage, the chest, the arms. Lift as high as you can. Let your hands come back down the center. Breathe out. Again, rotate the hands, breathe in, open the chest, stretch. Reach as high as you can. Breathe out and down. You're going to reverse the motion. Bring the hands up to the center. Breathe in. Bring the hands up as you rotate the palms. Push, stretch through the shoulders, the back. Open the rib cage. Let your hands slowly come down. Again, you're going to repeat. Breathe in. Come up to the center. Breathe out. Push. Stretch, lift as high as possible. Bend the knees, come back down this time. Breathe out. Let the hands come out to the sides. Bend the knees, breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the hands down. You're going to sink into the legs, breathe in. Breathe out. Step out with your right foot. You're going to bring the left hand out. You're going to reach up over the head as you stretch to the side. You want to have like a line coming down the side of the body. You're going to make a fist with that left hand. You're going to pull to the side. Right hand's going to come to your waist as the left hand comes out. Bring the right hand out. Lift up, stretch. Pull down. Sink into the legs. We're going to repeat one more time each side. Bring the hand up over the head. Stretch. Grab. Pull down. Bring the right hand up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull down. You're going to bring the hands out in front as you inhale. Exhale out and down. You're going to bring your feet in, shoulder width apart. Inhale, exhale out. You're going to bring your hands, you're going to circle the hands up over the head. You're going to come down, circle. Come back up. Turn the other direction, roll, circle. Turn back to the left. Circle down, lift up, turn to the right, circle down, lift up. You're going to bring the hands down to the sides, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to step out with our, let's say, left foot a little bit bigger than shoulder width apart. You're going to roll the arms forward as you circle. Palms are going to face each other. As you bend the knees, bring the palms up, roll to the legs, the spine, the shoulders, the arms. Again, reach out in front. Bend the knees, roll through the legs, the back, circle, come forward, out. Bend the knees, roll to the legs, come forward and out. You're going to bring the hands back up as you breathe in, breathe out. We're going to step out about, let's say, 2 shoulder width apart this time. You're going to lift your hands up, breathe in. As you breathe out, let your hands slowly come down, sink into the legs. Hands are going to make what they call like a tiger claw, so you're going to bend the fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out, let your hands come down as you stretch through the back, the ribs. Hands come down as they come down, 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 down. Bend the knees. Hands make a tiger claw. Lift up. This time we're going to shift the weight over to your left leg. So you have a little bit more weight on the left leg and come down. Breathe in. Shift the weight over to the right side. Come down. Breathe in. Lift up. Breathe out, shift the weight over to your left side as you come down. Breathe in, lift up, shift the weight over to the right side. Have the hands come down. Come back to the center, breathe in, breathe out. You can bring the feet in slightly about shoulder width apart, hands come up, inhale. Exhale out. We're going to bring the hands to the waist. You're going to roll the body, turn, circle, come underneath. As you come up, you're going to bring the hands behind you. You're going to lean back, stretching through the back. Come back up. Turn to the right, circle down. Inhale as you come up. Back to the center, exhale out, lean back. Come back to the center, turn, breathe out. Come up, lean back, stretch the spine, the rib cage, the legs, the back. Come back up. One more time, turn, circle down. Come up. Hands come behind you, lean back. Back to the center. Bring the hands out. Breathe in. Breathe out and down. Place the feet together. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, everybody, shake it out a little bit. All right, let's get started. So, last class on Monday, I went over a couple things. One of them was wave hands like clouds, and I had a few questions about that. So I want to kind of go over that real quick. So I'll try to get closer to the camera so you can see what my hands are doing. So the 24 specifically is more of a modern form, you could say. It's relatively not as old as the yang long form. But the one thing you want to think of is as you're doing wave hands like clouds in the 24, they do it normally with the palm up. So traditionally, it would be with the palm down, I believe, is what my shifu told me. And I understand the concept behind this is because you're not lifting with your arm necessarily, you're redirecting with your body. So when a strike would come in, you don't necessarily block by lifting your arm, you're gonna turn your waist either way, with the palm up or palm down. Now, when you have your palm down, you rely more on the technique than with the palm up, then you rely more with your strength. So if you ever do push hands, sometimes people will tend to push harder to get the outcome, where if you are good with the movements and you can turn your waist and you can kind of dump the energy as they push into you to redirect, you don't have to use as much energy to get the person off balance. So it's the same concept when we do wave hands like clouds. So in the 24, the hand comes down, palm up. As it comes up, palm stays up, and you're going to rotate the palm so it turns out. It's going to come down. And we could always shift the weight from side to side, lift up, turn, out. And then the other hand would come into play with this one. You would lift up, rotate, turn. Hands would pass by each other, lift up, rotate as you turn. Hands come up, turn. And again, this is so you have one hand that's kind of grabbing. This hand can be actually catching like a kick. So if somebody's kicking, you're kind of hooking their leg, and this hand can be on top of their foot, or this could be blocking, and this shoulder would be the action, hyperextending their arm. So if somebody was punching, this hand would be caught, and then the shoulder would press against the arm, turning the body. The next motion would be coming up, and this is the kind of repeat on the opposite side, so you work the other side. Now, the long form has it coming down, and there's a lot of movements where you don't lift necessarily, but you bring the hand here and you replace it with the other hand. This is a difficult concept to understand without having a partner, but the idea is as you're coming in, you're not relying on catching with your hand, you're relying more on the whole shoulder, the body, to redirect. Whether it's a kick or a punch, you're gonna come in. When it comes up, all you're gonna do is you're gonna turn right to it. So the hands will come up, you're gonna lift that palm up, and then this rotation here is the same as you grab. So the other hand would come in, lift up, rotate, turn. Hand comes in, lead with the fingertips as it comes down, and rotate. Come up, rotate that palm up, turn out. Come down, roll. All right, so you guys, hopefully you guys understand the movement, but this whole arm movement is not necessarily like in the Yang 24, you would be kind of like catching as you come in, catching the ball, or you'd be turning, it's a redirect. It's almost the same thing. It's just when you have your palm up, you rely more on your bicep, your arm muscles, where when the hand is down, it's more relaxed. And really what you're doing is you're using your whole body to redirect. And then you can come in lifting up to get that grab. So you come in, you rotate, lift, turn. And like I say, the 24 is more of a modern form. So it specifically was designed when China started bringing back Chinese culture to China after the Cultural Revolution. And the idea was, let's get a couple Tai Chi masters to come together and make a form that would be able to be taught to everyone. So that's why the 24 is a little bit shorter, but it has all the essential moves of the long form. Where the long form is really long, and it has multiple repetitions, has a couple moves that are a little different, but almost have the same action as other moves. Over time, the Yang style in China has diluted more of its martial aspect of it, and it's become more specifically for health. Unless you go to a traditional Tai Chi school, then they would teach the applications. They would teach more of the martial part of it, and that's kind of what I do. Is I teach the martial aspect of it, as well as breathing and stretching and all the other health benefits. Now, the 24, like I said, originally was kind of designed to be able to be taught to the masses. So it's, in a way, it's the most celebrated, most utilized. People do that form the most out of any of the other Tai Chi forms because it is simplified. It's easy for people to learn. So all of China would kind of do it like in the morning before going to work, or they would do it at work. They actually taught it in schools. So if you were in high school, you could actually take a class where you learn Tai Chi. And they would teach this form because it's like the easiest routine to study. All right, let's get started. On that note, I'm going to go through the 24 because it's short, and then we're going to work on some Tai Chi weapons today. All right, so let's give it a shot. Starting with the 24, feet together, breathe in through the nose. As you exhale out, sink into the legs, step out with that left foot. Bring the hands up. Hands are going to come out, turn, circle that left hand, catch Tai Chi ball on the right side. Step out with your left foot. Let the right hand come down as we turn, parting the wild horse's mane 3 times. Circle right hand. Catch the ball on the left side. Step out with your right foot. Let the left hand come down as you turn. Circle left hand. Catch the ball on the right side. Step out. Turn. From here, we're going to circle that right hand. We're going to catch the ball to the center. Shift the weight to your right leg. Turn to your right. Lift the left hand, left leg up like a crane, spreading its wings. Cat claws at face. Block right. Block left. Right hand comes back by the temple. Step, brush by the knee, and push. I'm going to adjust. Rock back, twist, circle the arms, come forward, brush by the knee and push. One more time, rotate the hands, twist, come forward, brush by the knee and push. Bring the hands up, rotate that right hand, step in with your right foot, step out with your left heel, playing pipa. Hands are going to separate. You're going to rotate the palms, lift that left leg up. Step back, turn, and push. Rotate the palms, lift the right leg up. Step back, turn, and push. Hands rise up. Step back as you turn and push. Hands are going to come up. One more time, step back, turn, and push. You're going to catch the ball on the right side. Left hand's on the bottom, right hand's on top. Step out, ward off. Bring the right hand underneath your left elbow, pull back, turn, circle the right hand back towards the wrist, and press. Right hand comes around the elbow as we pull back. Breathe in, breathe out, and push. Extend out with the fingertips. We're going to shift the weight back to your right leg, turn to the right. Right foot will come in, left hand's on the top, right hand's on the bottom. Step out, turn, ward off. Bring the left hand underneath the elbow, pull back, turn, circle the left hand back towards the wrist, and press. Left hand comes around the arm, pull back. You're going to push with the legs, driving the hands forward, extend out with the fingertips. Bring the right hand down. Bring the left hand down as we circle the arms. Right hand's going to catch crane's beak. Step out, turn, rotate the palm and push, single whip. We're going to come back to the center. Wave hands like clouds. Lead with the fingertips. Bring the left hand in, left leg in. Roll the arms. Palm up. On the bottom as the left hand comes down, you're going to step, turn. Bring the right hand, right foot in. Step out. Bring the right hand, right foot in. Keep the feet where they are as you circle your arms and catch. Step out with that left heel, turn, rotate the palm, and push, single whip. Bring the right hand back by the temple. Left leg comes in. Push the right hand out in front. Left hand's going to come in. You're going to rotate the palms out. Step forward with your left foot as you sink into the legs coming down. Lift up. Kick out with your right leg. Separate. You're going to come forward, out, box the ears. Shift the weight back to your left foot. Pivot on your right foot. Shift the weight to your right foot. Pivot on your left toe. Sink into the legs. Lift the left leg up. Kick out with your left heel. Left hand, left leg comes in. Step out. Snake creeps down. Roll the right hand behind you as you push the left hand out in front. Pivot. Right hand, right leg is going to come up. Golden rooster stands on the left leg. Step out. Block. Turn. Catch. Shift. Step out with that right leg. Right hand's going to come down. Snake creeps down. You're going to roll coming forward as you push. Pivot the right leg. Right hand comes down. Left hand, left leg comes up. Golden rooster stands on the right leg. Step out with your left leg. Catch the ball on the left side. Step out right foot. Block left hand. Right hand lifts up. Left hand circles back by the temple. Step. Push the left hand over to the right side. Catch the ball on the right side. Step out with your left heel. Block right hand. Left hand lifts up, right hand circles back by your temple, step, turn, and push. Bring both hands out in front and down. You're gonna pivot that right leg, separate the arms. Left hand comes down, right hand by your temple. Right hand's gonna come down, needle points to C bottom. Come back up, grab, step, fan through back. Pull that right hand down as we turn to the right, carry down. Step forward with your left foot as you scrape. Block left, punch right. Bring the left hand underneath, pull back. We're gonna rotate the palms as we push with two legs, extend out with the fingertips. Bring the left hand to your right wrist, turn, bring the left foot in, bring the right foot in as the hands come up, out, down. Bring the feet together, slowly come up. Okay. All right, everybody. Good job. Let's continue. I'm gonna work straight sword today, so if you guys wanna grab your straight swords, you can grab your straight swords, we'll go from there. And we'll go over some basics first to start with. All right, so let's grab our straight swords, we'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. The school's a lot longer than before. All right, so straight sword. Real quick, straight sword's a double-edged sword. So in reality, you don't touch the blade necessarily. Some straight swords will have just the tip of the sword sharpened. Some of them will have the whole length of it sharpened. If you guys have questions, you guys can actually type it in. I do have the comments up right now, so I can't answer questions if you want to type it in through Twitch. But the idea of the straight sword is there is some of them, depending on the style, will have the blade sharpened, usually from here to here. Sometimes the whole thing. Sometimes just maybe about 6 to a foot, about that far down, 6 inches to about a foot of actual sharpened sword. The rest would be thickened steel, so that way you can press against the other person. Depending on the style. Some people that do straight sword, their style, their movements never touch the other person's sword. So a lot of movements, you're coming in, you're coming around. So they're actually, as the person comes into you, you're moving your body and you're using your sword to cut, not necessarily block with the blade necessarily. It kind of, the way sword, specifically Tai Chi sword, is not like broadsword, where broadsword you can kind of hack through and you hit the other person's sword. Straight sword is when a person is coming in with their sword, you're not hitting their sword, you're touching and redirecting. So it's like the swords almost don't even make a sound. They just move with it and redirect. As well as when a person's coming in at you, you'll bring the sword out of the way, but you'll move your body in the opposite direction. So that way you can come in at a different angle towards them, but it also makes their sword move away from you. All right, so let's give it a shot. Basic application, not basic application, basic drills you want to work on. First one, real simple, is to get the wrist moving. You're gonna roll the sword as you come up and down. So we're just gonna circle, come up, down. Roll, we're gonna do this, let's say 2 more times. 1, 2. Now we're gonna reverse the motion. You're gonna circle back the other way. 1, we're gonna do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, combine the two now. So we're gonna go forward, 1, coming up, back, 2, forward, up, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Okay, easy, piece of cake. a drill to get good control with your sword. This is that thing I kind of call like you're circling like a cone. The idea is, I'll hold the sword so you can see the blade. Normally the blade would be flat. So as you would hold it like so. I'm gonna turn it so you can see what the blade is doing. Sometimes I'll use a wooden sword, but it doesn't have the same feel as my sword. So if I'm holding, let's say, the sword, I was saying the wrong way. The idea is you keep the tip of the sword stationary and you're gonna roll the body. As you roll the body, the sword moves with you. But just the butt of the sword is kind of lining up with your center, your stomach, as it comes in. You can go back the other way and you roll. Now, when we do this, we want the sword off the ground, and you're gonna roll. Turn, come up, roll. Turn, circle up, roll. You're gonna change the direction, roll the other way. So use your body to keep the tip of the sword in the same spot. So you can see the blade a little. I'm going to turn it. But the idea is it stays almost in the same spot. And you roll the body and you follow with the sword. Change direction, same thing. You lift, you come down. You lift, you come down. So the wrist is really being used to kind of get that sensitivity, that turn. So whenever you have your sword out, the idea is the tip of the sword tries to stay as stationary as possible. And you're gonna roll. But if you're kind of doing one of these, there are applications that are like that, but it's gonna be a little different form. Specifically, Tai Chi will have that kind of movement where you wanna keep the tip of the sword almost in the same spot as you pull the sword to the side and drag the blade. Turn, pull to the side, drag the blade. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take it from the beginning. There are other drills that I do, like the flower movements where you're circling, and the ones where you reverse. But I may go over that a little later. Let's start with the form, kind of work our way from there. All right, so feet together, breathe in through the nose. As you exhale out, sink into the legs. Step out with your left foot. You're gonna bring the hands up. And this is the 32 movement form, so this is the yang style form. You're gonna block, lift that right hand up, step out, turn, and push. We're gonna twist, bring the left hand through the middle, turn. Right hand's gonna circle back towards the handle of the sword. As you grab your sword, you're gonna bring your right foot in. You're gonna push the sword forward and out. So if you notice, I bring the tip of the sword down a little bit. This should line up, in theory, with my shoulder. You're gonna pull back, turn out, come back in, lift the left leg up as you balance on your right leg. Come back down, push, rotate the palm. So right here, the tip of the sword is gonna try to stay as still as possible. As you sink into the legs, left hand comes down, you're gonna pull to the left. You're gonna come back in with your right leg. Left hand meets the wrist. Step, keep the tip of the sword still, pull to the right. Come in, step, pull to the left, bring the sword down, step out with your right foot, over the head, out. Come back, block, and this should be stomach to the top of your head if possible. Step out with your left leg lifting up, extend the sword out. Step out with the left leg as you block across the face, clear down by the leg. Step back with your right foot, bringing the sword forward. Turn the sword sideways, circle to the waist, out. Rotate the palm down, left hand meets the wrist as we turn. Come back in, out. From here, we're gonna pull back, block across, clear down by the leg. Step out with your left foot, lift the right leg up as you balance, reach forward, press down. Again, line up with the stomach, the head, push the sword out, clear down by the leg, bring the right hand, right foot forward as you extend the sword out. You're gonna block to the left, circle down. Block to the right, Step out with your left foot. Left hand's gonna lead the motion as you come forward, coming up and out. Slide your left foot, bring the sword behind you. Point the tip of the sword out, down, pull back. Shift the weight to your right leg, kind of on guard. You're in an empty stance. You're gonna circle the left hand to your waist as your right hand circles to the waist, bringing your feet together or shoulder width apart as you push. You're gonna turn, block to the left, circle, grab, cut to the left. Come in, turn, pull to the right. Come in, step, turn, pull to the left. We're going to reverse the motion, bring the sword behind you. Extend the arms out. Block left hand. Bring the sword forward as you extend. Slide your right foot, left hand's going to come down, right hand's going to circle over out and push forward. Rotate the palm, step out with your left leg, circle the arms, bring the sword out. Rotate the right hand up. Clear down by your legs. Turn, lift that left leg up. Step out with your left foot, bring the sword down as we turn. Come in with your shoulder, step, over the head, out and down. We're gonna pivot on the right heel, left toe as we turn, bring the sword behind you. Step left foot, rotate the palm, left hand's gonna come down, right hand's gonna come out as you push. Circle the sword underneath your left arm. Left hand comes by your shoulder, step back, out, pull to the side. Bring the sword forward, pull back to your waist, pivot your left foot, extend the sword out. Block, step right foot as we turn, step left leg, step back right leg. You're gonna circle the arms, making like a figure eight as you bring the hands to your waist, push the sword out. You're gonna grab the sword with your left hand, right hand makes a sword hand. You're gonna come down and close. Bring the feet together and up. Okay, easy, piece of cake. All right, let's try it again. Same thing. Actually, before we do that, I want to go over some of the other basics I was talking about. So I'm going to kind of do this in between. So there's a flower motion where you're going to come up and down. You're going to come up and down. Now what's happening on my center is I'm making a figure eight motion. I'm coming up to one side, circling down on that left side, rolling up to the right side. Coming down on that right side, rolling up to the left side. You want to keep your sword and your arm like at a right angle. So not necessarily pointing forward, not too far back, but try to keep it at a right angle. What this does is it allows you to have the body pull for the cut. So it's not just the arm, it's not that you're dragging it necessarily, but you are pressing against somebody and you're keeping the arm locked in that right angle position, and that allows you to follow through with your cut with more accuracy. So let's try it again. So to the angle, swords out. You can keep the right hand relaxed, not too tight, but you're gonna keep that right angle in the arm. Circle up to the right, come down, turn to the left. Come up to the right, and you can use your body, turn side to side. Come in. Now it may appear that I'm bringing the sword really in front of me, but when I stand, it's actually in front of me. It's not behind me, let's say. So as I turn, don't just move your arm, because now when I stand forward, the sword's way to my side and behind me. You actually always want to have your sword in front of you. So as it's coming in front, if you notice I'm pointing towards my wrist, the sword stays there. I come down, I come up. So I'm making the figure eight motion, but my body is usually in front of the sword. There are moments where you'll break the principle, where you'll change what you're gonna do, but the idea is it's gonna stay in front of you. It's gonna be there the whole time. So as you come down, circle up, down, circle up. All right, we're gonna reverse the motion. You're gonna bring the sword down, roll, come up, down, roll, come up, down. So this motion is a little more tricky because it comes around. You're leading with the tip of the sword. You're coming down. You're going to keep that right angle. You're going to bend by the arm. You're going to turn back. You're going to roll the other direction, circle, come back down. All right, we'll keep working on those. Those movements will actually help the sword a lot. There's another sequence I always kind of go over. We'll go over that in the next one. But let's give it a shot. I'm going to run through the form again. This time I'm going to cue breathing, so follow along to the best you can. Breathing kind of sets the pace of the form. So the idea is as you breathe out, you bring the sword out. As you breathe in, you're blocking, you're redirecting, you're moving the other person's sword out of the way. All right, feet together, breathe in. Fill the lungs with oxygen. Breathe out, relax the mind, relax the body, sink into the legs, step out with your left foot. You're going to bring the hands up as you breathe in. Bring the elbows down, hands out, breathe out, turn, block. Lift the right hand up. Step, block down by the leg, push. Bring the right hand forward. We're going to twist, step out with your right foot. Left hand comes over the right as you extend the sword out. Circle the right hand back towards the handle of the sword. Grab your sword, come in, point the tip of the sword forward, out, and slightly down. Pull back. Turn to the right as you bring your sword out. As you come up, you're going to keep that blade so it's going up and down. Turn, pull back in, lift up, keeping that blade vertical, come back down, push out. When we drop down into the stance, breathe in, breathe out as you push off the right leg, turning the blade horizontal. Breathe in, step, breathe out, pull. Breathe in, step, breathe out as you pull. Breathe in, step, circle the arms, bring the sword up and out, down. Breathe in, pull back. Breathe out as you extend the sword out. Breathe in as you retreat, block. Breathe out, clear down by the leg. Breathe in. As you step back, breathe out. Turn the sword horizontal. Breathe in as you circle back to the waist. Breathe out and push. Turn to the right, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Step back, breathe out. Breathe in, lift up. As you exhale out, sink into the legs. Push with your back leg, extend the sword forward, keeping the blade horizontal. Come down, breathe in. Breathe out and push. Breathe in as you block to the left. Breathe out, come up to the right. Breathe in as the left hand comes underneath. Breathe out as you bring your right hand up, out, push. Breathe in as we pull back. Shift the weight to your right leg. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, push. Breathe in, turn. Breathe out, come up to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to the left. Turn back to the right as you inhale. As you exhale out, separate the arms, push through the arms, the shoulders. Breathe in, bring the sword forward. Circle the right hand down. The left hand's going to circle down. Point the tip of the sword out as you lift your left hand up. Breathe in as you rotate the palm. Breathe out, circle, push, pull. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, turn. Inhale, lift up. Exhale out, turn. Push with the legs, kind of leaning with your shoulder. Inhale, exhale out and down. Breathe in, turn. Breathe out, bring the sword behind you. Rotate the palm, inhale. Exhale out, push forward. Breathe in, circle underneath your arm, left hand by your shoulder. Exhale out, pull to the right. Breathe in, hands come forward, rock back. Exhale out as you push. Breathe in, block to the left. Step, breathe out, turn. Inhale, step back. Exhale out, bring the sword forward. Breathe in as you grab with your left. Right hand makes a sword hand. Breathe out and down. Bring the feet together. Breathe in, breathe out and up. Okay, let's continue. So next drill we're gonna do. This is a drill that is very specific to straight sword. So the idea is there's a movement where you're out, and this, like I said, it's out, but it stays in front of you. Out to the side. You're going to try to keep the tip of the sword as still as possible, and you're just going to turn and rotate. So there are different variations of this. Some people will make a circle, meaning that if it's out here, they'll make like a cone and they'll pull. Some people will just turn. Some people will, as they come to the side, they'll rotate their sword and they'll come out. Now, I kind of explained that less is more when it comes to doing a movement. So if you are doing a movement where you're coming down and you're dropping your sword and you roll out, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're making the movement where it flips and it comes down, you're breaking contact with the other person's weapon, which leaves you vulnerable. As a martial application, as a martial form, you don't want to lose the person's sword when you make the connection. Tai Chi sword, they say, is like doing push hands. There should be a connection in the movement. So when the person's pushing against you, you can redirect. When a person's sword is coming towards you, you can feel where it's coming. You're going to turn it out of the way. If you don't have that connection, then you start clinking, hitting the sword. And once you hit the sword, you send it on a trajectory that could bring it right back towards you. Like if somebody hit my sword and it went down, I could circle and come right back over the top. And that's one of the reasons why we do this movement, coming down, where if they hit your sword, you circle and you come back over the top. So if somebody's hitting your sword down, you'll roll and you'll end up hitting them on the hand, and then they can't hold onto the sword because they've been hit with the sword in their hand. Back to this movement, tip of the sword stays in the same spot. I like doing it this way because it makes it a little more challenging. Step out, turn the palm down. Come in, step, turn the palm down. Come in, step, keep the tip of the sword in the same spot, turn your palm down, shift the weight to the right side. Come in, step, shift the weight to the left side. All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna add the other hand, and I'm gonna try the other variations with you guys so you guys can see other ways of doing the same movement, just a little different. So left hand can be on the wrist. The reason for this left hand on the wrist is to protect the sword hand, the hand that's actually holding onto the sword. Because if your hand gets injured, or your arm gets injured, you really can't defend yourself anymore. So they always have this idea of holding onto your own wrist. That protects you. All right, so sword in your right hand, left hand against the wrist. You're gonna step out, pull the sword to your left. So now this becomes a grab as you turn, pull. Come in, now you're blocking, step, pull to the side. Come in, step, pull to the side. Come in, step. And if you see, my sword isn't staying perfectly flat, it drops down, but the tip of the sword stays in the same spot. And that's the block, that's the motion. When it comes into here, this is the cut. So as you step out, you're blocking, you're turning, you're putting the sword on the person, you're cutting. Very small motion. Step, you're blocking, you're turning. Once you get to here, you're gonna turn the body, you're gonna cut. So the cut is actually only happening with this part of the sword. Maybe about 12 inches to a foot is actually that cut motion. The rest is the blocking motion. Let's try another one. So as we come to here, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift and you're gonna make like a cone. So remember that movement we were working on earlier where you roll it? Same variation, but now it's gonna be on the side. So as you step, you're gonna lift the back of the sword up, trying to keep the tip of the sword as still as possible. You're gonna roll the sword out to the side. Come in, you see how I'm already lifting up? step, roll to the side. Come in, step, roll to the side. Come in, step, roll to the side. And again, these are different variations of the same movement. Different styles will do it different ways. Come down, turn. Come in, come down, turn. All right. Same application once you get to here. You turn, that's your cut. All right, moving on. The last one. Most people do it this way, and most people will lose the connection with the other person because they're not thinking of that. They're just thinking about the movement. So as you drop the sword, don't lift it up to a 90. Keep it out in front. Because the idea is, again, you're keeping the connection. This sword is coming down. You're actually turning from this point right here. So you can kind of see it rolling. That the tip will have a little cone and the back will have a big cone. The little cone actually is to move their weapon out of the way. The rest of it is a blocking motion. So as we're here, let's say we're here on the side, right? My hands are out. My tip of the sword will be down slightly. I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna turn. And once I get to here, the sword will be flat. That's where the cut happens, as always. You're gonna keep the blade horizontal when you cut. Step, you see I lift the sword up, turn, bring the tip of the sword down. Come in, cut, pull. That's your cut right there, that pull. Step, roll, cut. Step, roll, cut. Step, roll, and turn, cut. All right, let's give it a shot. We're gonna run through it one more time, and that should be it for today, I believe. So I'm gonna cue the breathing again, but I'm gonna work on moving with the sword, the flow, let's say. So at moments I won't say anything because sometimes it's difficult to talk at the same time as you're moving your sword and breathing. So let's give it a shot. Sword in your left hand, feet together, breathe in through your nose. As you relax, breathe out through the mouth, sink into the legs. Step out with your left foot. Bring the hands up, breathe in, breathe out. Turn, block, inhale. Exhale out as you clear, push. Twist, breathe in, breathe out. Circle the right hand back to the handle of the sword. Grab your sword, inhale. Exhale out, push. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out as we balance. Come down, exhale out. Breathe in, breathe out. Here's that motion we just worked on. You come in, turn, pull. Breathe in, turn, pull. From here, you're gonna breathe in as you block. Breathe out as you lift the sword up. Push forward. Breathe in, pull back, retreat. Breathe out, step, lift up, extend that sword out. Step out with your left foot. Breathe in, breathe out and block down. Breathe in as you step back. Turn the sword horizontal. Inhale, exhale out. Turn to the right. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, step back, breathe out, clear. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in, extend the sword out. Breathe out as you clear down by the legs. Breathe in, push the sword forward. You're gonna block to the left. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out as you come underneath, bringing the sword forward. Turn, push, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring the hands back into the center, push with the legs. Turn to the right, circle up to the left. Come in, block, circle to the right. Come in, circle to the left. Reverse the motion as you come out. Push the sword behind you. Left hand will block. Right hand's gonna come forward. Slide that right foot. Left hand's gonna circle down, out. Point the tip of the sword down. Breathe in as you step. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Step back. Breathe out as you lift the left leg up. Step, turn, breathe out. Come in with a shoulder over the top. Exhale out. Turn. Bring the sword out. Breathe in. Roll, push. Circle the right hand underneath your left arm. The left hand comes by your shoulder. Step, breathe out as you pull to the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step forward, push. Breathe in, block. Step, turn, cut across. Step left, step right. Circle the arms, making like a figure 8 motion as you come forward. Push. Grab the sword with your left hand. Right hand makes a sword hand. You're going to come down and close. Bring the feet together. Breathe in, up, out, and relax. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for today. We'll keep working on it. Little by little, we'll kind of clean some stuff up as we go along. Everything takes time. Obviously, it's a lot easier when you're in the class, but online kind of helps because it gets you more practice at home. All right, everybody, feet together, attention, salute. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment, and I'll try to answer the best I can. If not, then I'll see you guys next time. We'll have class normal on Saturday throughout the week as well. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Huh? Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. I'll tell you who that is later. All right. I'll see you guys later. If not in class, I'll see you guys online. All right, have a good day. Thank you, guys.